The Watch That Knew How to Forgive. A story about time, memory, and second chances. Harold Jennings, 78, lived alone in an old wooden house on the outskirts of Cincinnati. Every morning, he brewed a strong pot of coffee, sat by the window, and watched the wind stir the tulips his late wife Martha had once planted. She had passed away 7 years ago. The one thing Harold never parted with was an old wind-up wristwatch, passed down from his father. It didn't work anymore, but every time he wound it, that soft ticking brought back the days when he was a little boy sitting on his father's lap, listening to stories about Normandy. But not everyone understood the value of that watch. His son, Kevin, had once said, "Dad, you should just throw that old thing away. I could get you an Apple Watch." Harold had simply smiled. New watches tell time. This one tells stories. Harold and Kevin hadn't been close in years. They'd had a serious falling out when Kevin was 32 and decided to leave his secure engineering job to open a coffee shop in Denver. Harold thought Kevin was ruining his future. Kevin believed his father had never really listened, and so the silence grew between them. This fall, Harold slipped and fell down the stairs. He was hospitalized for a week. What surprised him wasn't the pain, but who showed up at the hospital? Kevin, in person, not a text, not a voicemail. He drove across 3 states in an old pickup truck and brought a box. "Dad," Kevin said, sitting quietly beside the hospital bed, "I had your watch repaired. I found an old horologist in Denver who still uses parts from the 1940s. Harold's hands trembled as he opened the box. There it was, his father's watch, gleaming again. He turned the crown slowly, and then tick, 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 not just a sound, a heartbeat of memory. Harold didn't speak. He just reached out and held Kevin's hand tightly. Both of them sat there, wordless, until tears came. "I'm sorry for being gone so long," Kevin whispered. Harold replied, softly, like autumn wind brushing through the window, "It's all right, as long as you came back."